Among millions of species on Earth, only one animal blushes. Not chimpanzees, not wolves, not even our closest relatives, humans. The question is, why? A young woman lowers her eyes. The room is silent. A simple question has been asked. Nothing dangerous is happening. No predator is nearby. No physical threat exists. And yet, beneath the surface of her skin, thousands of tiny blood vessels suddenly expand. Warm blood rushes toward her face. Her cheeks begin to turn red. Most people think blushing is embarrassment, a harmless social inconvenience. But hidden inside this tiny biological reaction is one of the strangest mysteries in the natural world. Because among millions of species that have lived on Earth, only one animal blushes: humans. And the reason may reveal something unsettling about what it truly means to be conscious. Wolves communicate. Tigers communicate. Chimpanzees communicate. Every animal on Earth sends signals, warnings, threats, invitations, displays of strength. But blushing is different. It reveals vulnerability. It exposes emotion. It draws attention precisely when attention feels dangerous. By evolutionary standards, it seems like a terrible design. So why didn't evolution eliminate it? Why did this strange reaction survive generation after generation? The answer begins tens of thousands of years ago, long before cities, long before governments, long before written language. Human beings lived in small tribes. Survival depended on trust. Food was shared. Protection was shared. Knowledge was shared. But trust creates a problem. How do you know who is honest? Words can lie. Expressions can lie. Intentions can remain hidden. Yet researchers believe blushing may have solved a crucial social problem. Because unlike most signals, it cannot easily be faked. The body reveals the truth before the mind has time to intervene. And that may have changed the course of human evolution. In the 19th century, Charles Darwin encountered a mystery. Not in a rainforest, not on a distant island, but on the human face. Darwin described blushing as one of humanity's most peculiar expressions, because it is triggered by something invisible, an idea, the idea that another person is judging us. Think about that for a moment. A thought, a perception, a social evaluation, somehow transforming into biology. Blood vessels expand, skin changes color, consciousness reaches into the body itself. And this raises an even deeper question. What exactly happens inside the human mind when we realize we're being watched? Humans possess an extraordinary ability. We do not simply experience reality. We experience ourselves being experienced. We imagine what other people think about us, their opinions, their judgments, their perceptions. Psychologists call this mentalization, the ability to construct another mind inside our own. The moment attention turns toward us, something changes. We become aware of ourselves through someone else's eyes. And that awareness may be the true source of blushing. Not embarrassment, visibility, the realization that another consciousness is looking back. But why does that feel so powerful? Researchers studying social rejection discovered something unexpected. The brain often responds to exclusion using some of the same systems involved in physical pain. Scientists still debate the details, but the message is clear. Social threats matter deeply. For most of human history, being rejected by the group was dangerous. No allies, no protection, no support. Some ancient part of the brain still remembers that reality, and every blush may be an echo from that distant past. A reminder that belonging once meant survival. Yet the story becomes even stranger, because humans don't just fear rejection, we carry it with us. A wolf does not replay an awkward moment from years ago. A tiger does not wonder what others think of it. Humans do, constantly. The same mind that creates science, creates self-consciousness. The same brain that builds civilizations can trap itself inside memory. We become observers of ourselves, critics of ourselves, judges of ourselves. The audience moves inside, and suddenly we are never completely alone. The blush is one of the few visible signs of this invisible process, a physical trace of self-awareness itself. And perhaps that changes everything. For centuries, people treated blushing as a weakness, something embarrassing, something unfortunate. But perhaps they misunderstood it, because blushing may be evidence of one of humanity's greatest abilities, the ability to imagine another mind, the ability to care how our actions affect others, the ability to see ourselves through someone else's eyes. A universe made of stars and atoms somehow produced creatures capable of feeling the weight of another person's attention, creatures whose thoughts can change their biology, creatures whose awareness can color their skin, And perhaps that is the deepest mystery of all. Not that humans blush, but that matter became conscious enough to notice itself being seen and turned red because of it, fade to black. Because in a universe that learned how to look at itself, humans are the only creatures that blush when they realize they are being watched.